Bitch, come on, boy. Ugh. Hey, what time? Hold on.
Really nicely.
Move. Shouldn't be screaming all this time to go to bed. Why would you pick bedtime to start trying to scream? You do that all the time. Nah, come on, boy. You keep going. Chew on this. You saw me bring my stuff in, and then all of a sudden you want to post up a sign. Don't disturb.
That's because I forgot to put it up, like I always do.
I'm going to bed, they coming in here. So if they barking and all of that stuff, that's no.
Hello everybody, my name is Sapphire Blue, Sapphire for short, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. There is one more companion mission left. Just one. Oh my god, there's three of them. Oh, just kidding. Hospitable Vidyara lady. Oh, really? You look so familiar. My dad just brought my mom's dog in here. Let's do this last companion quest.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
Heave ho! Heave ho!
What are you doing?
Trailblazer, do you need help with something?
Always.
Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters. What? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here.
You should have been did that.
What does the letter say? It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was exiled from there, right?
Genuine, maybe?
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
Why don't you show Dan Hong the letter? You know where to find him.
Yep, our dog. Well, no, I can't say our dog because it's not our dog. My mom's dog is whining, so. Actually, I got so much new music. Yeah, I got a lot of new songs. Ooh, this sounds nice. I like the way that sounds. Salty Moon. The description down there is really weird, but I don't think I'm feeling it. This sounds sad. This sounds like the song that you hear at the end of the game. No. Lay down, Ruben. Lay down. Cosmic sacrifice for love. That's interesting. This does not sound like something you would hear that you sing to a lover. No. What? I missed some? I'm gonna go this one. I like freestyle. So it only plays in the. Oh, okay. Dan Hong!
What is it? Do you need something?
It's like someone's invited you to return to old ground.
There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place.
Wait, it doesn't say it's for him.
Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
This music makes this scene so weird. I love the music, but yeah, it makes the scene really weird.
It does seem like that of a sword master, but Blade would have gotten straight to the point.
Is it Jingli Yu?
It's an invitation, all right. This is too mysterious to be him. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
Why do I look so sad? You should have said something. I don't know. The color of his shirt is so weird. Are you getting memories? The appearance of this letter makes you... Oh! What the heck just happened? The appearance of this letter makes you feel uneasy. You invoke the cloud ham, and a droplet of water condenses from the air and soaks into the letter. The handwriting disappears, and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Wait, what?
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting her leave first was a wise choice. can't put her in danger again because of this.
So it was from Blade.
But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of Divine Foresight. I need to ask Jing Yuan about the Stellaron Hunters.
Oh, well, yay. Why you make me do this? Okay. Ice. Wind. Fire. And quantum, because I need the healer. So ice, wind, fire, and quantum. Must include Jing Liu. Okay, so that's my ice then. Ice. Wind. Fire.
I'll be right behind you with all the support you need, Dan Heng.
Quantum. I need at least one healer. I wish I had Ho Ho. Why does it have to include Jing Liu if Jing Liu's here?
After all this time away from Alafu, the seat of Divine Foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring.
How'd you even get here again?
Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days.
Lay down, Ruben. Lay
However,
down.
I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to
Lay
accompany
down.
me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
Dawn, you came at the wrong time.
I've got my work cut out for me today.
I'm not here for you, little boy.
It isn't Dan Heng.
Why you look so upset?
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you?
You didn't give him
I
any.
accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
Boy, you're not important enough for me to care about you. Now, when Melissa say I'm here about something else.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the General about the Stellaron Hunters.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Dan Heng, do you recognize the person on the steps?
I'm just going ahead and say no, because he barely remembers his past.
No. If the General isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her?
Why do you think he does?
I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth.
He said that I don't know how many times.
That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lafu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, the
Really?
previous incarnation. She was also the General's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, with a gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds.
She looks fine
With
to
her
me.
powers, you believe be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lafu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one.
Oh my god, was she
condition.
hiding in
She
Locha's
be allowed
coffin?
a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Suddenly, wait, hold on. Ying Xiu suddenly stops talking. Like her, you perceive a chill suddenly in the air around you.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me?
Why?
Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng. When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the Shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea.
Where did you watch that from?
After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
The life of Imbibitor Lunae ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past? If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
A regular human? Do you also wish to restore the higher elders section? Do you want to make Imbibitor Lunae pay for what they've done? Tell me why you're here. I'm trying to stick to, you know, canon Dan Heng. He would say this, but I want to know.
So, you also wish to restore the High Elder succession, just like the Preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the Videodora. I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins.
I don't believe you.
I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
Why does she talk like that?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the Shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the Shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, You arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the Shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
Oh my god, is he a Stellaron hunter?
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the Shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer? You're too modest, Lawchild. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue-twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Luofu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here, hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the Shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
Meanwhile, the Sea of Divine Foresight.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae,
I don't trust you.
You must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life. Accepting my letter you've accepted my invitation.
It's Dan Hong.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them.
I don't trust you.
When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
Okay, I guess I don't have to do anything.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Because clearly she has good memories here.
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Nope, but I've heard of Sai.
Hung.
Yu Kong.
I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
This name is unfamiliar to you, and it elicits no feelings. However, a voice inexplicably rings in your
Let
ear.
the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
She sounds very young.
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I feel like if I try to lie about it, she's gonna see right through me.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard.
Why is my health down?
This will strengthen our position.
Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
You missed. How did you miss?
Later. You won't get away.
You go that way.
This will strengthen our position. This sanctuary is but a vision.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. You won't get away.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. Ah, I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Ha.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few starskiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Starskiff Killer.
Ha.
She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions.
I've been hearing that word a lot
However,
lately.
when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Starskiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Now, this place is weird.
Thank you, young man.
See, the Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Bai Hung in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. In Bibiter Limne, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
He's made it very clear that he doesn't.
Did Dan Feng fight alongside you?
Yes, the High Elder was held in higher regard. The Cloud Knights became wary after learning of Dan Feng's imminent arrival. General Tang Shao called for me to guarantee the safety of the troops. But Bai Hung didn't care about any of that. She believed that the High Elder was mortal, and no different from the soldier next to her. You ran a fair share of errands for her when she was still around. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Bai Heng, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in Invibitor Lunay. You couldn't accept that Bai Heng was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone.
Did he try to resurrect her?
There is no need to respond, Invibitor Lunay. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this star skiff.
I keep trying to blame Dan Heng like he did it. He didn't. He was once Invibitor Lunay, but no more.
Bai Heng, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person.
Who,
I'm
Dong
sorry
Feng?
it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed.
Hopefully.
I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky.
Oh, she has another, reflective glass on her neck.
Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
Gotcha there.
Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Sure.
Young
Hong
man,
Kong.
why don't we continue our previous contest?
Now,
Show
really?
me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You consider you have plenty
You
of
just want
troops.
me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
But we didn't agree to anything.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you?
No, they're not.
This will strengthen our position.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
And I'm no exception.
She should be dead.
Blade of Moonlight.
Really?
In lunar flame.
We're gonna use that ability for one enemy.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
How the heck did you get up there?
Anxious and Bibiter Lunae. We have all the time in the world.
Not really. This one's mine.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. In Bibiter Lunae, do you know who crafted it for you?
it's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
You won't get away.
Blade of Moonlight.
I think something bit me. Deep breath.
Try harder.
I thought she went down already.
In lunar flame.
You won't get away.
Help.
Here, try this. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Why is his life not going down?
The sanctuary is but a vision.
You won't get away.
No.
Deep breath.
We don't need those problems.
Blade of Moonlight. In lunar flame. You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Don Fung and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng.
We can.
Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibiter Lunae's. Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember?
No. He's made it so clear
Out of
sometimes.
all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
Yingxing. The name of that person floats at the edge of your thoughts like a leaf in the wind, but it remains elusive and unclear.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name.
Why is nobody's mouths moving?
When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the Master Craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission.
How rude.
He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
The only reason why he beat us is because we were talking so freaking much.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course you did.
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
Don't inflate his ego like that, because it's not true. We kept stopping to talk.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He became a long-life species.
He transformed into a long-life species?
Correct. Such are the twists of destiny. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
A second chance? What'd you do?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom.
Did you?
I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
I don't like this mission anymore. Meanwhile, I'm the Dragon's Beach to Rainhall Scale Gorge Waterscape. We're still standing here?
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution.
Maybe if you use the Abundance correctly, you wouldn't have to kill Yaoshi.
Revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
What does that mean?
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
No, stab him.
You've changed, Jing Yuan.
Blade, why are you here?
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
There is a ladybug on my TV, which means that this gameplay shall be blessed. I don't know how it got up in here, but hey, I'll take a ladybug over a mosquito. Bailu! What are you doing here?
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
Okay, I'm a bit worried. Bailu!
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
I'm not here for checkup. She's here for consultation.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately.
You probably shouldn't have
and
said
I
that.
experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. Bah, who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
Worms? What? Bali was taking someone's pulse. What do you mean
Your hand! It's freezing!
What do you mean someone's pulse is Jingliu's?
Please wait. Danheng, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that
she's either Mars-struck or dead. She won't live much longer.
She won't live much longer.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins.
What does that mean?
I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Decline directly? No, respectfully.
Today's her last day in the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. I won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Danheng, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Okay.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Ah. I can smell the herbs. It's a... Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Oh, that's kind of weird. You ran ahead of it. What's going on? No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay.
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
Sounds a bit odd.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
You know what? Let me hold on. Let me get some food and us to help out. Hold on. I don't think anything is gonna work. Let me see if I can synthesize some. Oh, nope, I can't.
There isn't even...
Allow me.
So this is why your hands are so cold! This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
In lunar flame.
Here, try this!
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
She's going to die.
Gotta stop the bleeding!
You won't get away.
Deep breath!
The sanctuary is but a vision.
We did it.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long.
What should know over here, Jinliu?
Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Luofu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit.
Oh, that's
And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions.
Okay.
I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void.
Okay, Jinliu.
Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy.
I'm pretty sure
By
like
the
Bobby.
way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. and the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times.
Are you talking about Blade?
Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Dong Feng was friends with Blade.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the five of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago.
But there's only 4 of you.
We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more.
Who's the 5th one?
Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process.
How exactly?
He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination.
Wait, is that Yixing?
As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Don't fall already.
Hung, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Who's the fifth person? Talk to Jin Liu and Jin Yuan. Now I'm gonna talk to this guy. But he coldly looks at you. So I'm trying to figure out, did Dongfeng do what he did because he wanted a child? I refuse to believe that he did it just to do it. Let me go heal up my people first. Okay, never mind. I can't. It's gone for some reason.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jin Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-like reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Victory? You just said you're gonna be tried.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jing Liu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
Stabbing him?
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
So, and my thing is...
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
So, if Blade assisted in what Dongfeng did, why is he so mad at Dongfeng for what happened in the past if he helped it happen?
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jing Liu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Are you going to attack her just so she can stab you?
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
So we're about to fight. They're about to fight just so he can...
Here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes.
Dang.
Like a bygone
Oh.
dream.
He used to be blonde? Ugh, he was ugly. He was ugly as a blonde.
I thought those joyful days could flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou.
Wait, who was the fifth person I didn't see?
Yet, dreams
Where's Don Hong? Oh, he's just standing over there like,
will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
oh, that was a fox girl. So that's what that picture was.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return?
Y'all been wearing the same clothes for all those years. Okay, so she's the only one who died.
Someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten?
The fox girl whose name I forgot. Oh, what was it? Bai Ling?
You unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away.
So
like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
So Bai Ling is the only one who died. All because she sacrificed herself for the fight. I bet he just left him there. Oh, we're still here? I thought we all left. Why are you back? I can't talk to you? Like I said, the only person that Blade has the right to be mad at is himself.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Oh, leaving? I'm going to return. I haven't thought it through yet. We're going to Penacony.
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Now you can talk to everybody else. I don't think Blade's gonna want to talk to me, even though it's Blade's fault that he chose to do what he did. I don't think he's gonna really talk to me.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
You don't
We
get to
have
look.
no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
Just give up if you wish. I will see it through. No, give up? He would never say that.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
You're not entitled to vengeance. Like I said, you did what you wanted to. Nobody forced you to do anything. Why did you come back?
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
No. We all held uncontrollable power that we shouldn't have had.
Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
I expected Dan Heng to actually say that he had to go.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Should I be responsible for Don Feng's actions? No, you shouldn't, because you're not Don Feng.
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes.
That's it.
It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
I expected him to actually say something. Why did he talk to Jin Liu and talk to Blade, but won't talk to Yu Xing and Jin Yuan? Is everything okay, Dan? Lisa and I heard you received an anonymous letter, and we were worried, so we came here to check on you, but you weren't in the archives. Did that poker face Stellaron Hunter Blade give you any trouble again? Yeah. I went to meet some old friends. Don't worry, I just stepped out away for a bit to catch up with some old friends. Phew, that's a relief then. And then she's like, wait a minute, you don't have old friends. I said, by the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Let me go say she made coffee for us. Aww. I like that cute little smile Dan Heng has when he reads his phone. Bent but unbroken. Yes, get me the heck up out of here. Dan Heng, where are you? Are you okay?
Ah, I spoke to Mr. Yang. I'll be staying on the Express this time. I wish you all a delightful time in Penacon.
He sounds way too happy. This doesn't make any sense. If you're not coming, you should come with us. It's such a rare opportunity. I respect your decision. Rest well.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation, but I don't like bustling places. And someone has to handle the work on the Express.
Himiko?
Pay no mind to the matters concerning the Xianzhou. Penacon isn't the final stop on our trip. We have plenty of time. Once everything is packed up, I will naturally catch up with all of you. I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is that the family's customs procedure can be quite demanding. Better to sort it out now than face issues at your hotel check-in.
Okay, Dan Heng. As long as you're 100% sure. Man, that must be very uncomfortable. You could at least put a real bed up here, but okay. Wait, hold on. Bad. A collection of intelligence on the Luofu. I'm not reading that. I got a new friend. Who could it be? I don't play with anybody in this game. Let's see, complete the companion mission. Clouds leave no trace. Aww, poor dog. I honestly really need to hurry up and finish this stuff because these events are going to be ending soon. This one has 41 days. This Trailblaze mission, this one has 41 days. This has 42 days. Well, I can't really do anything about this. Complete the mission. You choose clever decor and clear pure fiction stage 2 during the phase to unlock links. I thought I did that already. No, not that. Not that. Okay. I have a lot of Trailblaze missions left to do. I'ma see if I can get through these two in the next stream. There's no guarantee that I can. But I'm gonna try to finish these two. These just don't stop coming. These will never stop coming. But I guess I'm gonna have to call it here. It's not a very long stream, but it's better than nothing. Because my father is sleeping and it's time for me to get out of here anyway. So thank you all so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, another sad mission. But at least now I actually know what Dongfeng did. They kept calling Dongfeng a traitor and he did this and he did that, but they weren't saying exactly what he did. But at least I know now. Do I understand? No. I especially don't understand Blade. But anywho, like I said, thank y'all so much for coming to the stream. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Good night or good morning, depending on your time zone, and I will see y'all later. Thank y'all so much and goodbye.